Hi guys, I'm Fauzan, NIM 3119008, class ADL 31401. I want to tell you about violence on television, public art and happiness. Part A, violence on television. Nowadays, the issue of violence on television is often debated. Many people are concerned that the image of violence actually causes the viewer to become aggressive. One of the concerns that some people have about violent TV is that the viewer may imitate aggressive acts. Some people believe that the children will watch the program may copy the action. Another example, consider a TV program that shows people shouting gun at each other. Some people believe that viewers of such a program might be more likely to use gun in their dispute with others. Another concern that some people have with violent TV is that it might make people less sensitive to the effects of violence. In other words, people who watch many acts of violence on television might no longer be shocked by violent acts. Some people do not believe that violence on television is likely to have harmful effects. They point out that many terrible acts of violence occurred long before television. They say that people are unlikely to imitate violent acts and early unlikely to become less sensitive for violence in real life. Also, they argue that parents are able to prevent their children from watching violent television. Psychologists have conducted some research studies on the effects of violent television. Some studies have shown that children who watch a lot of violent TV do become slightly more aggressive as adults. Other studies have found that people behave somewhat more aggressively after watching a violent program. This is especially true for people who have aggressive personality. Finally, some other research have shown the rate of murder than to increase likely in the day following a television boxing match. Nearly all psychologists now agree that violence on television does contribute to aggressive behavior in everyday life. The issue of violence on television is difficult because it is the conflict between the public safety and individual freedom. Some people feel that violent TV should be restricted because it might have harmful effect on society. But other people feel that individuals should be free to watch programs that they like. Part B, public art. One of the things that differentiates public art from art, the museum and gallery space is that in the city. One of my favorite places to discover public art is actually a MRT station. I didn't forget of it. You can see a new piece every time you get off a new station. One of the other things that you might notice about in terms of material, they are extremely different. One of the things I love about public art is also that it has the ability to be site specific. Honestly, as long as you are walking in the city center, on a heritage site like Kampung Glam, Little India or Chinatown look around you. You can find a sculpture, a mural of painting, just something that is public and artwork. This is Fernando Botero bird. It is literally a giant bird and set right here on the Singapore River. It is very interesting work because people react to it in quite different way. Some people just go up to it and comment on its size, its volume, its weight. So it's incredibly having looking quite majestic. Because it is bigger than all of us, but it also kind of makes you wonder. There is bird and eggs of river apart from being of course natural sight where is every day. One of the things about this bird is that it's meant to present peace and prosperity. This sculpture by the artist Chong Fak Cheong was one Singapore pioneering sculptor. It was made in the year 2008. It featured five boats. One of them is all the way at the bottom jumping into the river. It captures memory that Chong Fak Cheong used to see along Singapore River. Orchid jumping in, flying and swimming in the water. Something that we don't really see much of anymore today. So it kind of takes us back the different theme in Singapore with the river, what is boosting such a life, but in a very different way from what it's like today. One of the things that I really love about this piece is that you can kind of see the every detail on the children's face. Closer you get, you can kind of see how happy and joyful they are jumping into the river. It is very dynamic piece of work, which is quite different from some of the more solid kind of structures that you see as we walk along drought and tries to look out for public art. It is really wonderful piece of work to spend time with. Artsy happiness. Candy, ice cream, cake, brownies, and more. That is all I wanted to eat when I was little, maybe even still today. I used to call it this word deliciousness and happiness. But no other come to mind is just unhealthiness or food that will make my stomach extra big. When I was little, I think of them as part of the moral fast food and play sport. But now I seem to be able to find flaw in each of these parts of myself. So my name is Emily New. I'm going to be speaking about American beauty standard. How we view our body is constantly changing and is different for every person. I was lucky enough and quite frankly skinny enough to not have a negative talk about my body cross my mind until I got middle school. At first, it was just confused and I realized something must be wrong with me. Later, it seems like everyone wanted what I had and now I thought my body is not desirable. Confusing, right? But it is what went through my mind due to constant development from other people. Everyone has perception of their own bodies, good, bad, confident, insecure, so it is what shapes their view. They almost entirely perpetuated through the media. Because we're living in the age of social media, it is extremely difficult not to fall victim to models and celebrities promoting a certain body type. No young woman are to have small waist, pretty face, and big butt, but wait, you have to look another too. The image in the presentation that allows view from a very young age begin to shape a view on what ideal of what we should look like. This image can often lead to extremely negative effect. Essentially, all young people have various insecurities about their bodies. For some it is more intense and for others it is simply insecurity here or there. Regardless, insecurities impact us all. The impact of we look in the mirror, when we put on our clothes, but we take pictures and especially when we go throughout our day. They make us feel less, they make us yet, and sometimes we even make a search of being. We do not follow our bodies or what they profit us, but instead what would you like? We begin to treat them poorly. I think that most people take their bodies for granted. Thank you for watching. See you.